Dobrý den, dámy a pánové, dneska budeme pokračovat v další sérii, tentokrát s devátým dílem. Promiňte za zdržení, trošku se mi to tady vysypalo, ale dal jsem to dohromady, nějak to nechtělo naběhnout, naskočit, ale už to mám. Takže můžeme pokračovat. Takže já jdu zatím hrát, když budete mít nějaké otázky, cokoliv, hoďte to do chatu, probereme to, pokecáme. Tak jo, tak jdeme na to. Tak, máme dokončeno. Jsme dokončili ten Cool Route včera a tady jsme vlastně včera skončili a teď tady začínáme.
Good to know.
There she is. You ready to head out?
Let's go.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown. This ought to be good. This distress call had to be up a really steep mountain, huh? Well, that takes the keg.
Burrow, see if there's anything over there.
On it.
We'll check out the battlefield. Let's start with that zenith. Well, there are obviously more zeniths than we know about.
Can't believe you.
Hlavní úkol, kolébka života.
Almost didn't make it.
Tak jsme viděli zenitku, jak to dostala. Ne příliš výbornou zbraní. Dostali z ní ten štít, pak ji teda mohli zabít. Taky prozkoumáme. To by se nám hodilo.
I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
It looked like she can make it come and go at will. But it's gone now.
Yeah. Well, go do
Tak
your
tady
thing.
máme ty přízraky.
I'll wait here.
The Spectre had
Jsou
instructions
pěkný
to
mršky.
assist recovery of the asset. I wonder what this asset is.
Jú. upálím, aby se dala použít. Si ji tady pro jistotku někam hodím. Tady k truhličce, kdyby náhodou. Tak, prozkoumáme to dál. Tady máme další. Normálně mi nechtěl naskočit PlayStation, nebo ne PlayStation, ale spíš ta capture karta mi blbna. No. Jsem ji zapnul, že chci vám to sdílet a ono mi to vždycky napsalo, že už je používaná jiným zařízením. A přitom to nic nepoužíval. Takže tak.
An Oseram with a focus. Looks like he was sending data on the weapons somewhere else.
Jo, má fokus, to zkoušeli. Někomu to posílal data, komu asi. Zdatní ví, komu to posílali ty data. Ty co ne, ty si budou muset počkat. Ještě někde něco.
She who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
This was a carefully planned attack. I found camping gear up there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days. They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up, all so that they could test that weapon. The Zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it. The Oseram that was operating it was sending data on it somewhere else. It was probably just a prototype.
I've known tinkers that do that. I'd do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing. Well, I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
She was searching for something she'd lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the Asset.
The Asset? Is that the sub-function thing that you said could be here? The Luthia?
I'm not sure. Come on, let's go talk to Varl.
Jinak jsem si upgradeoval kamerku. A úplně lehce přes takovou jednu vychytávku. Teď to mám tak, že když drcnu do stolu nebo cokoliv, tak se to prostě nehejbe, což je úplně parádní. Předtím, jak mi to leželo na monitoru, tak to prostě vždycky drncalo. Takže je to lepší. A teďka buď tenhle týden ke konci týdne.
That's a long way down.
Something tunneled straight down into the mountain. Looks recent.
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called the asset. I don't know what it is, but my guess is it's somewhere down there.
All right, so we head down.
Erend, stay here and stand watch. That Zenith isn't the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up. Contact us by focus if you see anything.
Okay. If any trouble shows up, I'll call you.
Let's go.
Tak, let's go. Prozkoumat to tady, jo? SOS.
Old world ruin down here.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah, from the Proving Lab.
So maybe they were after
Nikde nic, tak jdem zase dolů.
found its hiding spot. So it
Vyvrtali
sent the
díru
distress
docela dobrou.
Maybe.
No, nicméně by mi měly přijít další věcičky a mohl bych stream zase trošičku vylepšit. Když už jsem se do toho zase dal, tak ať to taky nějak jde. Takže se nechte překvapit. Určitě doražte. No. Už mě se tam ještě nechce, tady nějaký bedničky, něco. No. Jasně, že jo.
Looks like some kind of data center. I might be able to access the facility systems from that console.
No jo, je tady nějaký zařízení. Či asi. Vysílač.
I've never seen a transmitter like this before. Looks like it's self-destructed. This was a Far Zenith research lab. Looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
So Eleuthea's gone?
If it was ever here, then probably. Then why were the Zeniths still searching for the asset? Let's keep looking around.
Přístup ke sledovacím jednotkám. Tady už nic není, nebo co? Neříkej, že tady už nic není. Co je to tady? Co pak to tu máme? Nic. Tak jenom dveře.
So, exploring another Far Zenith ruin.
At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Or anything you can blow up.
Co mě to vedlo ale nahoru, ne? Někam. Ne, to se mi asi jenom zdálo. Čeká. Tady. No, tady je to nahoru. Teď nevím kam, jestli nahoru, dolů, nahoru, dolů.
all this stuff. Wonder what they were doing here.
Well, knowing Far Zenith, probably discovering amazing things.
Tak, tady nabereme
Yeah.
věci, orle, a jdeme dolů.
Ectogenic chambers. Like the ones I saw inside his
Aha.
cradle facility. Remember when I told you
Tady to samozřejmě nevypadá moc dobře.
I was made, not born? This is how.
Tady máme
Machine that makes a
zamčeno.
person. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Ne, nic. Tak, tady dolů. Tady dolů. On tady zase nahoru. Zavazadlo.
Find anything that might tell us what the asset is?
I don't think so.
Ale tady je ještě jedna. Tady to vedlo ještě. Ty bláho, teď jsem se v tom zamotal. Tady dolů. Tady dolů, tady jsou ty dveře, ty jsem otevřel, jasný, a tamhle to je nahoru.
This place is huge.
Jo, a jsme tam, kde jsme koukali na
Some
ze
kind
zhora.
of storage room, maybe.
Maybe the asset is in here somewhere.
If it is, somehow the Zenith couldn't find it. Let's look around. So, how is Erend taking all of this? Really?
Well,
Really?
Gaia,
Jako
Zeniths,
vážně?
Focus. It's a lot. But when I caught up to him in the Daunt and said you needed our help, he dropped everything and turned around.
Well, he's loyal. That's for sure.
Je to tu velké, taková aréna. Taková aréna.
Control console. To access the storage units.
Máme konzoli?
Can it tell
Nemáme.
us if the asset is in one of
Jo,
them?
máme tamhle.
Well, let's find out.
A máme? Jako cože ne? Jako cože ne? Ne? OK, tam se dostanu. Je to tady. Tam se nechci dostat. Ty vole, zadat kód, jo.
236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
236? Wasn't there a number in the distress signal?
Tam bylo, no.
I should check the log.
To jaký to bylo číslo? Já si to nepamatuju. To jako vážně, že bych si to pamatoval. A nebo tam prostě můžu zadat random číslo a... To bylo v té zprávě, ne? Že tam bylo to číslo, na který upozorňovala. Že zjistím, co to číslo znamená až na místě.
Aloy. It's you. Skin's like ice. Must have cut this from her head. But why?
Hello, Elizabeth. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you. My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Farsineth. They are ruthless, and they have Eleuthia, Artemis, and Apollo now. But at least I don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with. You must succeed, or this was all for nothing. Good luck. And goodbye.
So she's...
She's still alive.
We need to get her back to...
Oh shit, they can fly? Aloy! Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
Two of those spectral things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
I'll protect her.
I should prepare before the Spectre gets here. I can't let it get through to Varl and the clone.
Tak máme klon. To bude bolet.
Here it comes!
Že by se mi tam zacykloval.
I should scan that thing. See if it has any weak spots.
No zatím to vypadá, že jo? Ne? Mě nevím. Zatím. Ty jo. No tak takhle bych ho mohl udolat. Dobře se tam zacykloval. Jak nic. Ještě se trefit. Co? Mě hledá, ty vole. Krásná rána. Ještě jedna. Už sotva leze. Už sotva leze. No zaplý fantomový napálení. No. Takhle to je daleko lepší. No jo, prsk. Ještě jednu. Ještě jednu. A je to.
There.
Are you okay, Aloy?
Yeah, I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Got it.
Jak
I'll follow
nic.
once the coast is clear.
Go on, Aloy. Aaron needs you. Don't worry. I'll make sure she's safe. Go on ahead.
No, to tady nejdřív. Ale určitě proberu. Páč, tady jsou docela dobrý věci. A přece je tu nenechám. Přece je tu nenechám. No, a můžeme jít. Ještě dvě bedínky. A jdeme. Vyrobíme nějaký ten šíp. To bude potřeba.
Gotta get back up top and deal with that other Spectre. I just hope Aaron stays in cover. Erend!
And the Spectre's dug its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Hang tight. I'm almost there.
Just hurry.
No, tak tam máme přízrak. Tak tam máme přízrak. Shit.
Doesn't sound good. I gotta get to Erend.
Tenhle, jak to vypadá, tak se asi sám nezacykluje.
Erend, I'm here.
Watch out. That thing's shooting down the center.
Jo, to je nějaká alfička.
I'll see what I can do.
The second you need me, I'm there.
Já jsem nechal tu zbraň.
Spectre's not budging from that spot. I might be able to sneak up on it if I stay out of its line of fire. It'll be a tough fight if we take that thing head on. Shield down! It's on the move!
No.
A heavy weapon. That could help.
Ne. No a je to. Jo.
Aloy, she's... Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but right now I'm seeing double.
Long story.
Tak jsme to docela zvládli. Jak nic.
We need to get her back to the base immediately.
Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon. If I can figure out how that thing works, maybe the Zeniths won't be so invincible after all.
Ten krásně nechává ty stopy a i ten slide. Pěkný, fakt moc hezky udělaný. Tak, počkej. Tohle berem. Jo, takhle, počkej, ukaž to, jak to střílí. Tak nic. No, ten už to byl. Teď ty na niti, nebo co to je, tyjo. Jdeme nahoru, no. Počkej, tam už jsem byl, ne? No.
No. Damn it.
Smolík. Ale máme kulu.
It's better than nothing.
Máme kulu. To je do praku.
I need to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we can replicate it, maybe we'll have a way to defeat the Zeniths. I should check on the clone too. Varl, where's our guest?
We're in the maintenance corridor below the control room.
Okay.
Is your focus acting up again?
That's fine.
Momentík.
Aloy, glad you made it back okay.
Tak máme
She
Warla,
panicked after waking up and stumbled
Warla
down
a
here.
Betu.
I thought it best to wait for
Další
you.
nový přírůstek.
I'll talk to her. Hello? It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury?
Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome.
I don't understand.
Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal. Distant.
Is there anything that can help?
Do you have a focus to spare? It's primitive, but I can make it work.
Yeah.
Booting up. So, Aloy, I suppose you want information.
About you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How did they get you? But let's start at the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago?
That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed.
So Far Zenith established a colony world after all.
Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable.
Okay, so the descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves?
Not their descendants.
What?
Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know?
How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves?
I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants.
And you? Does that mean that you're...
I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface, all so that I could serve my function.
Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What do the Zeniths want with it?
When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over.
So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I concluded too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over?
When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system. Then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want.
Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that? Well, without their Gaia kernel, they'll have a hard time doing that. The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to access Zero Dawn facilities. So they made you. Trained you. And you went along with it?
They told me I was born to interface with the Zero Dawn system. When we reached Earth, I pieced together what must have happened to Gaia and her subordinate functions. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what their remote extinction signal failed to do. Reboot Earth for their own benefit.
So you know about the extinction signal?
It was speculation, but the only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries. Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her.
Yeah, well, surprise. So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them?
They were some of the most affluent and powerful people on Earth. They controlled almost every major resource, every industry. Gerard commands them. He's the one who decided to set up a base. The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena,
They resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he says.
Eric. He's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab.
He enjoys hurting people.
Yeah, I know. You mentioned the Zenith set up a base here on Earth. Where is it?
Off the coast, I think. Whenever I had to go on missions, I was transported inside of a Spectre drone. I couldn't see anything outside. But I did overhear the Zeniths talking about it once. They were discussing setting up a perimeter energy shield to repel the local fauna. I'm certain they have other security measures. Spectre patrols, machine lures. It must be impregnable.
What's inside the base?
Launch facilities, so they can shuttle back and forth to their ship in orbit. Plus, infrastructure to gather materials and fabricate anything they need.
Are there more Zeniths than the ones you met?
I'm not sure. I suppose there must be more of them in the base or back on the ship. For all I know, there could be more of them out in space, other survivors of the colony.
You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. What happened?
All I was ever told was that a natural disaster forced them to leave Sirius. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or a cataclysmic seismic event. Or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection from Sirius A.
The Zeniths never told you any details.
They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then Sirius.
Guess they survived old age, too. How did you escape the Zeniths?
Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get away from them. Even if I were to run. I'd never survive on my own in the wilds. But then I saw you. And I thought that maybe you could help me. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location in the biomedical research facility, I saw an opportunity.
You said you saw an opportunity to escape when you went to capture Eluthia. What did you do, exactly?
Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me.
The one the rebels killed, outside the facility.
But Bane's dead? How did they bypass her shield?
I'm looking into it. But you were talking about your escape?
Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Eluthia back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. Then I distracted Verbena long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic chamber, altering the facility's log so it appeared that there were only 236 containers.
And the Gaia root kernel?
I told them I could capture Eluthia faster if I had it with me, and they believed me.
Well done. You said you were born on the way to Earth. In an artificial womb, I'm guessing?
The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a stored sample of Elizabeth's DNA.
I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA. Do you know how they got it?
That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access.
You said you spent years studying in a training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that?
But only the parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive, would assign me learning modules and evaluate my progress.
Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database. Before Ted Faro purged it.
The Zeniths have a copy.
So it still exists. And you got to learn from it.
Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission. If I requested information outside of my parameters, my tutors would deny it.
To have all that knowledge, just out of reach. Must have been frustrating. All right, I think that's enough for now. Do you want to come upstairs, or...
So how long? You know, your plan. How long before Gaius fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths?
How did you know?
Optimal strategy, so? Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Gaia is powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus.
What? You don't have Hephaestus already?
Gaia's still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single location. Of course not. You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are. You were supposed to be further along by now. Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find this place and take me back. This was all for nothing. They're not going to find us. Gaia's using Minerva to mask our location.
What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything, everyone, are gonna die.
Hey, calm down. You're here now, right? So is there anything you can do to help? I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering, of course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry. Okay. Well, see if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you later.
How'd it go?
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
I'll come back later and talk to her. See if I can learn anything.
I should get the weapon fragment to Gaia.
No, tak jsme dlouze pokecali. Jste si to doufám všechno přečetli, takže to nějak nemusím rozebírat. Teďka ještě jdeme za Gaiou. No, víceméně byla asi vyšlechtěna Zenitama, moc s nima nechce trávit. A pokud by to bylo možné, tak od nich bych chtěla být Beta, což je náš nový člen. A být co nejdál. A teď Gaia.
Aloy, I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah. I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped a Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zeniths.
A moment, I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology, but not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core. Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands. Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Silence.
Based on your data on him, that is my conclusion as well.
And he's not gonna cooperate with us. Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zeniths got Eleuthia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate. However, our original plan remains unchanged. The 2 remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better get back out there.
I wish you luck on your search.
Right. Thanks, Gaia. So I guess we won't be making use of Sylens' weapon. And now there is another clone of Elizabeth here with us. But I can't let it distract
Tak
me.
máme zase hotovo.
I still have 2 more sub-functions to get.
Dosáhli jsme nové úrovně, 17, máme nějaký bodíky.
Going down.
I know. It makes you want to punch something.
Tak, teď máme před sebou další úkol. Tady. Takže budeme hledat podprogram Poseidona v poušti. Já mám taky návrh. Já mám ještě trošičku času. Řekl jsem si zhruba hodinku, že bude trvat jeden díl a budeme zhruba v polovině, ale úplně v polovině nejsme. Tak já tam zatím dojdu. A až tam budem, tak v druhém díle se bude odehrávat ten Poseidon. Teďka už jenom cesta, pokec, když tak, dojdem tam. Já kouknu, jestli mám nějaký. No, nemám moc. To je dálka. To je dálka. Nemám nic k cestování, kromě povozu. Takže tam dojedeme, ukončíme 9. dnešní díl a začneme dnešní 10. potom. Jo? A v 10. budeme se snažit, aby jsme získali další podprogram toho Poseidona. A tady byl Pong, tady bych si mohl vytunit zbraně. No, ale já nemám co vylepšovat. OK. Tak v tom případě bych mohl tady si hodit dovednosti. To máme. Tak to máme. No, o to. Tak jdem tam. No, asi pokusím se, abych se tam dostal co nejrychleji. By to netrvalo moc dlouho. A jeden pouští, no. Nebudu se moc zaobírat. Sakra. Tady můžu závodit s nimi. To bude další úkol. Nebudu se moc zabývat tady těma vedlejšákama a všema zvířatama okolo. Prostě pojedu, abych tam fakt dojel. Wow, moc hezký počasí tady mají. Aby jsme se v dalším díle s tím nějak moc nezaobírali tou cestou, aby jsme šli rovnou pokud možno na akci. Tamhle máme Tolneka zase. By nebylo špatný udělat Tolneka. Aha, myslím jako udělat, jako aby byl s náma. No. Poseidon by měl být v Las Vegas, v ruinách Las Vegas.
must be the ruins of Las Vegas. Poseidon shouldn't be far.
A jsme tu. Ruiny Las Vegas.
Gaia said this is where I'd find
Objeveno ohniště. Čekat.
ruins out here are exposed.
Kde je?
A lot of them are buried in the sand. So maybe Poseidon is underground. If that's true, I might be able to find a way down below these structures.
Rychle uložíme, odsaď budeme moci cestovat potom. Pardon. To mě sejme, tyhle. Tady máš. Si ho musíme oživit, no, trošku dosekali. Ty vole. Pěkně mi dal. Dobře se na mě nalítli. Jen jsem ho oživil. Tak mi ho zase sejmuli. Tady lehce poberu. A jedem. A jedem. Tak a jsme v ruinách. Jsme v ruinách Las Vegas. Tak. Takže dneska bych tenhle díl ukončil, takže konec 9. dílu. My začneme teda 10, ale končíme 9. díl. Pokud mě budete chtít nějak podpořit, prosím dávejte lajky, dávejte lajky, sdílejte to, četujte, buď tady v chatu, nebo na YouTubeku, mi napište. Tady budou přednostně ty díly naházený tak, jak je hrajeme a reuplovat na YouTube, takže pokud mě budete chtít vidět online, tak tady Twitch, pokud budete chtít nějaký starší záznam, tak to najdete na YouTube a já se na vás budu těšit a budeme hrát další díly tady Horizon Forbidden West a nebo další jiný hry, co mám připravený, takže přijďte, dovolte, pokecáme a uděláme si nějaký good den. Tak jo, já se na vás těším. 9 teda ukončuji.